Ladies, heads up. There's a sheriff stopping you in the name of a routine check. He gave Daisy a one-on-one loving pat-down that lasted a full 40 minutes. Daisy just got in the car when the sheriff slapped her with a $10,000 ticket, leaving her shocked out of her socks. She sighed. Wow, you really make money fast. The sheriff thought Daisy's littering was a lesson worth learning. After all, the trash she tossed broke his cruiser, so a $10,000 ticket seemed fair. Daisy felt like her entire reality was turning upside down on this deserted road. Not far away, there was a diner. She had to get cash to pay the fine. Just when she was about to grab her cash, the sheriff demanded her cell phone, claiming it was to prevent her from skipping out. Daisy thought this was pretty unreasonable, but under the sheriff's badge, she reluctantly handed over her phone. Before she had gone far, she peered in the mirror in horror. Spotting the sheriff, a blast blew out the tire, sending her car spiraling out of control into a sandbank, finally stopping. Daisy was in shock, totally clueless about why the sheriff was acting so insane until he stepped out revealing a gun. The sheriff casually drove off in the opposite direction. Trembling, Daisy sighed in relief. Her car broke down. No phone, she hit the road for help. After what felt like ages, she stumbled upon a diner. The moment she walked in, she spotted some change on the table, and her kleptomaniac tendencies kicked in. She swiped the coins and dashed to a payphone to call her boyfriend for a lift. Little did she know, the sheriff was waiting at the diner's entrance with her car being towed. While obliviously narrating her ordeal to her boyfriend, the sheriff stealthily emerged behind her. Daisy jumped in fright. She feared she'd be behind bars, but the sheriff told her she wouldn't be fined and even fixed her tire. He smashed her siren, she blew out the tire, and they were even clean slate. With that, he returned her keys and phone, before sauntering off like it was any other. When Daisy stepped out, the tire was indeed fixed. But just as she was about to get back on the road, she noticed the waitress stopping nearby. Daisy hurried over to ask what the waitress revealed that some customers' change had gone missing, and the manager suspected her of being the thief. Daisy felt so embarrassed because she was the one who took the change. But on a moral high ground, she decided to help the waitress. She decided to accompany the waitress, but before long, another surprise awaited them. Out of nowhere, the waitress was shot in the head, leaving Daisy paralyzed with fear. Spotting a cop car, she frantically revved her engine and sped off. As if she wasn't panicking enough, the sheriff caught up to her, nudging her car playfully, like a not-so-friendly hello. "I killed everyone," the sheriff yelped. "Did you kill that woman?" "No, he's lying." Daisy freaked out. The innocent, righteous driver met the same fate, shot dead, and when Daisy came to her senses, she bolted back to her car to keep on running. Daisy fled deeper into the wilderness until she spotted an auto repair shop. Rushing in for aid, she unexpectedly saw a figure in police boots approaching. Assuming it was the insane sheriff again, she launched a sneak attack. Only after swinging did she realize it was just the mechanic. Feeling terribly guilty, Daisy hurriedly bandaged his wounds. Looking at his clueless demeanor, she thought she had finally found a good guy. Little did she know, this was the real Den. Following the mechanic, she found no toilet but tools. Just as she was feeling puzzled, she suddenly noticed the wall covered densely with women's driver's licenses. What do you think this signifies? Daisy was freaked out, grasping why those licenses were there. The sheriff swooped in for an explanation. The repair shop was the secret lair where all the license owners had mysteriously vanished. Terrified after hearing the news, Daisy trembled all over and tried to swiftly turn around and escape. But unfortunately, she was knocked out by the bearded mechanic. When she regained consciousness, she found herself securely tied to a chair, and at this moment, the sheriff revealed the stunning truth to her. The bearded mechanic was actually his own younger brother. After being abandoned by a woman, her brother's sanity crumbled and he turned mad, which intensified the sheriff's hatred towards women, making hunting them his perverted pastime. He proudly displayed to Daisy a dagger crafted from a woman's jawbone, sending her into a rage so intense that she was almost at the point of plus or minus not sense furious insults. But this angered him. He decided on a little punishment for Daisy. His brother opened her mouth, and the sheriff forcibly removed her tongue. He casually tossed her tongue into the sink, the pain knocking Daisy out cold. When she regained consciousness, she realized she could no longer make a sound. Seizing her chance, she snatched the dagger from the sink and bolted out. But her frantic footsteps alerted the brothers. Before long, the sheriff was on her tail once again. Instead of blocking Daisy directly, he trailed her slowly, curious to see how far she could run. When Daisy collapsed, the sheriff noted down 800 like it was his next plan.